Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much to my 115th, right? 115th subscriber. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys, my new subscribers, my original subscribers, my original viewers, my current viewers, my viewers that come on and off, like on and off the channel. I appreciate all you guys, and thank you so much. And sorry, I should make a too big deal out of it. I'm sorry. But I reached my mini goal for before we hit January, which is really soon. It's like a few days away. I wanted to reach 115 subscribers. Hooray! So, and this probably won't happen, but again, it's not January yet, so I just want to make a new goal to reach 120 subscribers before January, because it's December 29th, I believe. Well, 30th after midnight, but it's the 29th. So I know it's like a few days away before January, but fingers crossed it will hit 120. If it doesn't, not a big deal. It's not a big deal. But here's hoping. But yeah, I just want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, so was that everything? Oh, okay, it's not everything, but I definitely want to get this review like done. So after it, I can say other stuff, like other videos I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna pre-record stuff, not like reviews like for Big City Greens and stuff, because I think that'll take too much time and I want to go to bed. So yeah, I'll talk about it after. Yeah. Okay. So, and again, throughout these episodes, they've been really focusing on Violet and her like anxiety and keeping secrets, which I think is a way better arc than in the first half, which is kind of, I mean, her learning the mask, it was fine, and Black Scorpion kind of take it under her wing. I really loved that wrestling episode where we figured out Black Scorpion. I watched that, my review, that Black Scorpion was El Bravo and how he loved the stage, but he had to give it up because of the mask and the responsibility, and Violet kind of choosing to fight crime instead of being with her family kind of be disappointed, and also being a little suspicious and stuff, and now everyone's saying, oh, Cruz is kind of back, but he's not. I think I might have to look back on it, but I think that was my favorite episode between episode 1 and episode 10. That episode, along with the final couple minutes, the dialogue between Tiago and Violet, where Tiago's like, why are you lying? And Violet's like, when did you start acting like mom and dad? Watch my review on episode 10. I was like, oh, that's going to be a setup for the second half. And Tiago's still like there for Violet. We've been watching the episodes, if you've been seeing my other reviews, because you could just be coming to this one not knowing what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. But yeah, so we've been seeing Arca Tiago still being there for Violet, but also being very suspicious, and Violet's dream of Tiago being disappointed in her and Tiago running away, which is kind of ridiculous, but she's a teenager. She loves her brother. She doesn't want him to run away or stop being there for her, but she also can't say what's going on. So yeah, so I definitely think the second half is definitely better than the first half. But again, that wrestling episode, it was pretty great. Okay. So, and yeah, so we've been really touching on Violet's and keeping secrets. This episode does have Violet in it, but it's really focusing on Cruz, and I really like that, and focusing on the breakup. And I really like how Nina, Violet's mom, Cruz's sister, goes over to Catalina, because Catalina got affected by this breakup too. And since we have grown to not necessarily love her, it's kind of, she's very great, so I guess you can love her if you want. I'm kind of, she's very interesting. But I'm really glad Nina went to her, because since Nina's like her boss, and she wants to check up on her, like, because I want to be your friend too. I'm really glad we actually got to see that. Well, you're not seeing it because no clip. I'm sorry about that, but I'm really glad that we got to do this. But enough rambling. Let's get on with the review. And I actually kind of like this because of, ever since Violet did that whole live stream thing and almost put Maya in danger, and Violet almost got killed, or Ultraviolet almost got killed, and Black Scorpion had to come and save her. It's like, You could have gotten killed. You could have gotten your friend Maya killed all because you wanted to get followers and stuff. And like you say, like maybe the mask didn't choose right by choosing you. That was actually pretty good dialogue. I actually showed a clip of that, so you can go check that out. I was actually really impressed by it because yeah, Violet, what are you doing? What was that, episode 4 or something? I could be wrong. I think it was episode 4. Um, and and basically and after that point, Violet kind of wanted to keep like Maya safe and away from danger. Not explicitly said, but it's kind of like on the sides, kind of saying that I don't want that to ever happen again. And now we got to a point where Maya was kind of like, after you missed my esports tournament, it kind of felt like I was left in the dark and not part of your adventure. So I was kind of thinking a way to do like a middle ground. And so instead of doing live streams, kind of like a like a dummy, because you're a superhero, she's only contacting Maya through like a video chat. And I like Maya's like, I'm really glad I actually get to be part of your adventures, but also in a safe distance, because Maya also knows that Violet wants to keep her safe because they're best friends, so she understands that. So she actually kind of explains to her because Violet trusts Maya also, and would it come to bite her in the butt? Maybe. I don't know, because the finale is next, so who knows. But she's like, oh, when do you Black Scorpion meet? It's like, oh, we flip a coin and then one of us chooses a rendezvous point on a rooftop, and some nights we go patrolling, some nights we stop some criminals, some bank robbers, and gas stealers and car hijackers and stuff like that. And some nights we just talk because we are the only ones, because Dubico is somewhere else. We don't know where, and Cascada is very complicated right now, so can't really talk to her. And also Black Scorpion doesn't like Cascada, sort of loves Cascada. It's very confusing. Poor guy. But so like yeah, since we can't really talk to each other, to talk to other people about wearing the mask and stuff, because and we don't know the other what was it, 7? So we talk to each other and we understand each other. I think it's really nice. And she's like, oh, and sometimes we eat like this type of food, and mine's like, that sounds really good. and and then so it's like, oh, wonder when Black Scorpion's gonna show up. And it's like, yeah, he should be here any minute. And the Black Scorpion shows up and he has a cape. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Because I forgot to mention this episode's called Cape Night. So yeah, that was the word I was missing with the episode title from yesterday. So it's called Cape Night. And is it, I gotta go. Oh, is that Black Scorpion? He's like, no, you don't want to see this. Says, oh, what? Is there trouble? It's gonna be. Bye. Okay, bye. It's like, hi, Black Scorpion's like, hello. Like, he just keeps on whooshing his cape. I'm like, what are you doing? And I'm just, I think it's cool, but, this is the whole thing where are you team cape or team no cape? I'm team cape for some heroes. Like, I would say there are certain heroes who should not wear a cape. And my top 3 is Hulk, Iron Man, and Mr. Incredible. Do not wear a cape. And none, like no capes. Like for those 3. I'm sure there's other heroes that I wouldn't want to see a cape on. Like, I think Spider-Man wore a cape sometimes, but me personally, I don't want to see him with a cape. Just me personally. For like a full fight. So, what happens next? All right, and but it's like, are you doing okay? Like, I've never seen you with a cape before. And he's like, yeah, I know, isn't it great? And then he's like, don't you want to stop some crimies with me? And when I heard that, I'm like, oh my goodness, something's wrong. Because one, I never really liked it when Violet said crimies. Me personally, I just didn't really like it. Especially, I don't like it when adults say it. I just, ugh. Me personally, I don't like it. And even, but like, what the heck? You said crimies. And like and she even said, did a crimi give you a concussion? It's like no, I feel fantastic. I can't believe I haven't been saying crimies before. She even said, that's because you hated it. And I kind of hated it too, to be honest. And she's said, oh, let's go stop some crimies. And then I was like, yep, definitely concussion. And then we get to Nina, and basically they're kind of talking about like what was it, Juan or Jose? I really need to remember his name, but it's only 2 more episodes left, so I guess it really doesn't matter. But maybe I'll get it right in the last episode. Who knows? But I believe it's Jose. Did I say? Yeah, I believe it's Jose. And Jose's like, oh, look at this. There's a picture. Someone on the streets caught Black Scorpion wearing the cape, and Violet's being like very brash at the table, saying like, I can't believe he's wearing the cape. Like superheroes don't need capes. It's like a disaster. And Tiago's like, it's like a fashion statement because he's into fashion. Oh, that's coming back into play. Okay, and then and even the dad's like, well, you really have strong opinions on Case, and she tries to defend herself because they're kind of being suspicious. Like, why are you getting so worked up over a cape? Like, what's wrong? And like, you're really not Team Cape. And Violet's being like, I have opinions on a lot of things. Like, why do these eggs suck? And then Tiaga's like, oh, they're like, why did? And even Violet's like, I don't know why I said that. They're like, yeah, Violet. And that was kind of weird how she would just, I guess she was trying to find an excuse, but she couldn't really find anything, but she chose the eggs. And she knows how well her brother cooks, so that what she did didn't really make any sense because I don't think there was any time where Violet didn't like his food or her mother or her father's food. Like you know what I mean? Like, she always like loved it, so that kind of shows like a red flag. So I don't know why Violet did, and there's no repercussions to that. So they kind of ignore it. I personally kind of took a point off. Like, yeah, I would have cut that or rescripted it or something. I agree with Violet. I don't know why he said that. Yeah, I don't know why he said that, Violet. Anyway, we get to Cruz working out, and then Nina calls him saying, "Oh hey, hey, like are you doing okay?" Is like, we mean since what? Like the breakup with Catalina. Is I thought she was the one. Like, yeah, well, things don't work out. And it's I'm your sister. Like, I love you. Like, I'm here to want to express your emotions, your feelings. And just like, he's like, I'm telling you, my feelings are fine. It's like, okay, well, I'm always here. Want me to come over? Like, no, I'm going through a tunnel. Bye. So we're kind of telling, like, okay, it's not really doing well, but he obviously doesn't want to talk about it. And we basically have Violet go to school. And I might say these like out of order. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get into correct order. But Violet is like talking to Maya, and Maya's like, "Oh, like cool, like he's wearing a cape." And Violet's like, "I know it's embarrassing." I'm sorry. I kind of said it too ferociously. She doesn't say it that mean. I'm so sorry. But she's like, "It's embarrassing." Like, really? Like, you're not Team Cape? Like, no. And then Luis comes in and says, "Oh, okay, good. You're not Team Cape either." So I guess Luis isn't Team Cape. Oh, okay. And he's like, yeah, they're a fashion disaster. And Violet's like, thank you. So I guess they're kind of agreeing on something. They're kind of getting more acquainted with each other, just like from the last episode, the end of the last episode. So, okay, that's pretty good. I guess she's trying to keep her distance because of the whole, he's trying to expose Ultraviolet's identity and stuff like that. But again, they're kind of trying to be a little more friendly with each other, except for one scene where he's like, he even like said, I forgot what he said. It was kind of like a good article headliner, like Black Scorpion wears like the cape of his downfall or something. I might have said that totally wrong. I'm so sorry. And it's like, oh, I need a pen so I can write that down so I don't forget. And Maya very gently, oh, here you go. And then obviously, I don't know the history about pens and ballpoint pens. So I don't know if that's like the low rate pen or anything. I don't know. So I kind of understand if that is a historical accuracy. I can understand why Luis would be disgusted about it. But what I don't like is that he grabbed her pen and threw it. I thought we were kind of going through a development, like, subtly, but I thought we were going through something, and he just chucked her pen. Again, it's not good or anything, but I can understand why he would go into Violet's room because he thinks it's very untidy, and how he would just not consider Violet's feelings when he just went to her house to get her mom's signatures for these passes, and how he will accidentally spoil a movie because he doesn't know any better. But chucking the pen when Maya, and not sarcastically, offered her pen. again, you can make a remark like, "Oh, it's not like the purchase pen that I use." I can understand him doing that, but not chucking it. And he's like, what do you think? I am an animal? Again, the dialogue is good. The action isn't. And there's no repercussions. Maya doesn't slap him or anything. Like, come on. That was like the second. I think there was only like two things I really didn't like. Violet's comments on the eggs because there was no repercussions, and Luis with the pen. And again, it really seems like Luis is kind of back to normal. So that was kind of, I don't know. For me, it was kind of off. In the comments below, did you like that? I didn't. I didn't. And they're like, "What the heck?" Like, you just chucked my pen. I wonder if she went over to the end of the hall and got her pen back. Maybe she did. Who knows? I guess there was really no harm done, but I just didn't like it. And Violet's like, kind of hopefully this whole cape thing is a fluke. And it's like a different night. And we basically have Black Scorpion and Ultraviolet. It's like, "Oh, you're wearing the cape again." It's like, "Yes." And then she even mentions, like, "Hey, and she even brings up a good point. I was actually really impressed. It almost makes up for the whole Louis checking the pen thing, where she actually says, "Do you think if we were meant to wear capes, the mask would have provided capes? Because, well, let's see, it provides a mask, it provides a suit, gloves, and boots. So like it doesn't just show like a mask and like a suit. It also provides gloves and boots and stuff. Like it provides other things like and also powers. So like you think if we were supposed to wear capes, the mask would have provided us capes because and also other heroes and anti-hero with Cascada and Duplico, they don't wear capes either. So like especially with Duplico's mask, he can make boxing gloves out of thin air. So I wonder if you can create a cape out of thin air. Maybe you can. Who knows? Excuse me. So like that was a really good point. I was really impressed by Violet. Okay, good use of knowledge. And then he's like, "You're right. The mask totally could have provided us capes, and like that would have been awesome." And Violet's like, "That's not what I meant." And it's like, "Oh, there's a criminal. Let's go." And she's like, "Oh, okay, we're going." And then he's like, "Entrance with the cape." And then obviously there's a guy who's getting robbed, and then the guy who's getting robbed is like, "Oh yeah, you're so scared. Like Black Scorpion's gonna get you." And it's like, "You're wearing a cape?" And he even says like, "That's a dope cape." And then Violet's like, Ultraviolet's like, "Don't encourage him." And oh, he even said that, oh, talking to Ultraviolet, like, "Thank you," like he appreciates the cape. And obviously the robber also doesn't want to get into a physical fight with Black Scorpion. It's one, he's really strong, and also he has the Scorpion Sting, which I think can really mess you up, unless you have like abilities too, probably. So he just books it, and also Black Scorpion and Ultraviolet try to go after him, but the ladder snagged onto his cape, and then they both, because Black Scorpion's like, "Oh," and his arm, poof, Ultraviolet, and so they both like fell. It was like, oof, and then he's like, "Dang, that cape isn't it." That was ultra fail. And then she's talking to Miles this the next school day, and it's like, "You should have seen it. Like, it was so embarrassing." And it's like, "Oh, look," Miles said, "Luckily it was just one guy. Like it was one guy, right?" It's like, "Yeah, it was just one guy." And he's, "Oh man," and they're kind of laughing about something, and like what are they laughing at? It's like, "Oh, it's that Black Scorpion," and they went on the phones like, "What's going on?" And it's called like ladder gate fail, and it's over and over again. Oh, it's like on repeat, it's on a loop, and it's like, "Oh, this couldn't be more embarrassing." And then let's see, what was the next thing? All right, Nina went to Catalina saying, "Oh hey, like, are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, like, I wanted to break up with my brother, and I know I'm your principal, I'm your boss, but and Cruz is my brother, but I think we can spend some time, do some girl time." And she's like, "Oh, thanks, but like I already have some plans for tonight." I was like, "Oh, okay," but she's like, my door's always open," and she kind of keeps on going and going, and even I'm with Kalina. "Are you okay?" You know, "Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm here for you guys and stuff." And I'm like, "Okay, something's going on." She's acting a little crazy, and she's like, "Yeah, well, if I need anything, I know where your office is. Yeah, my door and my ears are always open." for you. She says it again. I was like, okay, please leave. That's me telling her. Catalina doesn't say that, but she leaves. Okay, thank you. And then what happens? What happens? I forgot which one comes first. Oh right. So and I actually liked this from the previous episode. Luis is welcome like in the house and with the family, and I like how how I said Luis kind of has like a family now. He's getting more acquainted with Violet. He's a brother in Tiago, a mother in Nina, and a father in Jose slash Juan. I forgot which one, but I'm gonna call him Jose for now. Well, with Jose, and we get to see more of that father son like brother and brother relationship here because obviously so and they're actually kind of cooking together. I love that. We with Tiago and Luis. And it is, and then Tiago's like, I think it's pretty cool. And then it's like, are you kidding me? Like, it's a fashion disaster to talk about black scrubbing with the cape. And it even says, Luis, don't have you ever tried the cape before? It's like, are you kidding me? No. I thought you were a serious journalist. Like, you should try it out before you say an opinion about it, which I think is really true. And he actually takes his opinion into account. He doesn't brush it off. And he even like says like when you put your it's like 6:45 in the morning. You go to school and you put your hall monitor sash on. Well, how do you feel? He's like, I feel like a god amongst men. And then Tiago, I'm pretty sure Tiago doesn't like lie to Luis. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That sounds kind of weird, but the point is you feel different because when you wear a cape, like what I'm trying to tell you is that people feel different. They kind of feel special, and then like on top, basically, kind of like what you said. And Luis kind of, I never really thought of it like that. I like how he kind of took his opinion into account. It's like, oh, I never really thought of it like that. I love that. Thank you. And then it's like, come on, try it out. And Luis like, and we actually see Luis wear a cape. Okay, and it's such a blue one. I liked it. And he's I feel ridiculous. And then I love how Tiago responded. It's because you're just standing there, just doing this. Like, give a twirl. He said, I do not do twirls. But when he even said it, I was like, okay, that sounds ridiculous. But just do it. And all the dramatic music, and he just did it. And he's like, and he keeps on kind of doing it, and does like another big one, and just kind of like doing that. I'm trying to match the movement. See if you think it's ridiculous. It's a fun show. And he's like, yeah, like there you go. How you feel? It's like, okay, I kind of see what you're talking about. He's kind of warming up to. Oh, I guess Luis's team cape now is Violet Violet and the other guy. Is Violet and the other guy, the guy who got robbed, the only ones who is not Team Cape? The ones we've seen? I'm kind of wondering. But he's kind of getting into it. They're even doing the kind of these like flashy dance moves with the capes and the choreography, the choreography. I'm saying it wrong. You know what I mean. Like the steps that make the dance moves. It's not like the best I've ever seen, but I think it's pretty good. Like, they're kind of jumping up and they're flashing their capes and stuff, and they even have the dad show up. It's like, are you guys wearing capes? He's like, yeah. And he's like, well, guess what? He even wears a cape. So, I love that. And again, I don't think Luis's biological father, stepfather, or who knows, like, that sort, quote unquote, takes care of him, because I guess, does he live with him? Who knows? I don't know where that guy is. But I don't think he would ever do this, but he has Jose in like a father sort of way, like wearing capes. He's kind of goofy. It's actually pretty funny, and I think Luis is kind of only child, so I'm really happy he has Tiago as like an older brother, kind of to look up to, and not the bash down ideas, but kind of listen to him and kind of open up. I love that, and there's even a moment where Jose has this cape like this and it opens up, and both Tiago and Luis come out of the cape. So like, oh, our big entrance. I love that. I love that. And they're both and saying like, why haven't we tried this before? Yeah, that's what we said. That's what they said before Jose showed up from work. Because I think he's like a doctor or something. I think he was like wearing scrubs or something, but I could be wrong. That was from like earlier episodes. He was like wearing scrubs because he came home from work. Um, so this is where we get to the gym, where Violet talks to the and I'm not sure the gym's closed, but they're by themselves. Like, oh hey, Cruz, Uncle Cruz is like, oh hey Violet. He's even wearing the cape, but using it as like he's practicing with it so he can stop bad guys with it. Because, yeah, it was a total flop. I gotta talk to you. Like, what? Are you okay? What do you mean? We let the criminal get away. So like, oh, that it was an accident. I'll get better. And it's like that cape is becoming a distraction. Like, is this to bottle up your feelings for like Catalina because after what you found out? It's like, no, Violet, I'm fine. What is with you and your mom saying I need to open up my feelings and stuff? And it's like, I like the cape. It's like, I think you have a problem with that cape. He's like, what? No, I don't. And he jumps down from where he was and kind of walks away. And then he's like, I don't have a problem. I could put away this cape anytime I want. And Violet just grabs it. Like, no. Okay, they give it to me right now. Is it Violet? Let go. I don't want to give up this cape. Like, I like it. And Violet said, I think you could like it too much, but she makes a mistake. It was an accident. And it rips. Oh boy. And Violet said, oh my goodness, Uncle Cruz, I am so sorry. And Cruz is so upset. It's like, see what you did? Why couldn't you just drop it and leave it alone? And he just threw down the cape and just storms off. And I was like, ooh, Violet. Oh no. And Violet, I've like was like a few minutes later. He she knocks on the door, saying, "Hey, Uncle Chris, like, Violet, what are you doing? I just stormed away from you." I thought it was pretty funny. And and she's like, "Are you okay? Like, what's this about the cape? I'm sorry it ripped." And he basically explained, and said, I even said before, I know you're not Team Cape. And then, oh, even Violet said, like, it's just a ridiculous piece of fabric. And Violet kind of said, like, oh, why did I kind of say that? And I'm glad that Cruz didn't get too mad at her, but it starts to open up, like, ridiculous? Like, is that what you think? Have you ever considered that what's ridiculous to you could be important to someone else? Has that ever occurred to you? And Violet, what do you mean? And Chris just sits down in a chair like, oh man. And this is where we're getting the emotional stuff. That cape is what I wore when I was El Bravo. And we get a flashback of him in his suit and his mask that he wore. It's like, as a cape, I felt alive. And people felt inspired. They felt hope, and you see him pounding his chest. And this, and like so like I felt free, but in this cape represented me being free before I got the mask, before everything got complicated, and before I had to lie to you and my family. That's what this cape represented. And now those days are over. So I guess he didn't say this yet, but I guess like, him breaking up with Catalina, or did they break up with each other? I think he broke up with her. I think, but and basically he's like, I guess those the days are over. And she's like, what about the cape? And he's like, well, it's ripped now. Like, those days are over, so just throw it out. And Violet it just feels awful about it. And trying to think, what comes next? What comes next, I believe, is we get to school again. I think we go to school like 3 times in this episode. Yeah, I think so. Where we actually get to Luis, and he talks to the editor, and we haven't seen that lady for a while. And so like, I have like a new story. And so like, oh, your story's about capes. Like, I thought you were gonna write about the downfall of Black Scorpion with the whole ladder gate thing. Yeah, but now I actually experienced the cape. It's so freeing and stuff. Like and she's like, that's not what we're gonna go for. Like, it's too like I think she said she didn't like it. So, and the marching band changed the color of their tassels, and I'm with Louis, like, tassels, that story stinks. And she's like, yeah, we're gonna go with that. Bye. And then Louise is kind of offended, but she's like, well, that's what journalism is. Like sometimes the story doesn't get picked for the top paper, so he kind of took it in stride and left. So I was like, oh, okay. So we get a little bit more into Louise kind of on his own. Well, not his own. He was with the editor, but he was away from the main cast. And then we get to sorry, I was kind of moving it. The laptop. But we get to Violet back at the gym saying, hey, Cruz, what, Violet? I'm busy because he's training the future luchadors. It's important. Please come down. And I'm not sure this is like an overnight thing. And again, I don't know really anything about fabric, so I'm not gonna say, oh, that's totally unrealistic. Like, again, I don't know. Sometimes maybe this was made in like a day or so, or maybe they did a time jump and they didn't say anything. Who knows? But I fixed it for you, and it was originally just a black cape, but put like this silver type of material like in the back and where it ripped. So he's like, oh, it's better. Oh, like, and he puts it on. I feel like El Bravo again. And so you like it? It's like, yeah, I like it. Thank you. It's better than before. And he's like, hey. But I was like, oh, hey, I have something else. I borrowed this from the drama department. And we go to, at night. Well, no, actually, before that, we actually get to Nina basically talking to Jose, her husband, Violet and Tiago's father. Basically saying, like, I just spoke to Nina and Cruz, and they're fine. They're dealing with their emotions okay. It's like, yeah, oh, isn't that a good thing? It's like, no, like, they were supposed to come to me. I was going to be there to listen. And then Cruz, like, amor, basically, like, my love in Spanish. Please, can we sit down and talk? It seems like maybe, that you were the one who is going through, like, a breakup. Like you're suffering. He's like, you're upset. Like, what were you talking about? And she's like, what some people, when a family member goes through a breakup, when they don't, at first don't understand, is that when their family member goes through a breakup, the rest of the family members do also. And she's like, so sad, like, I thought she was the one. Cruz seems so happy and love, and he's like, yeah. And she even says, like, I worry about him sometimes, and that's why he has Violet now. But it would be nice to have his, like, sister and, like, brother-in-law. And he even says that I worry about him too, but I guess he expresses it in, like, in a different way, not over dramatic like her. And he's, I just want him to be happy. And Cruz is like, yeah, oh, not Cruz, Jose. He's like, yeah, I want him to be happy too, like, but I don't know what we're gonna do with him either. And so they're kind of cuddling with each other, and he's like stroking her hair. It's really sweet. And then we get to the night, and we see a Violet's cape, and it's like white with some silver, and Black Scorpion is black with silver. So that's pretty cool. And it's like, let's stop some baddies, let's stop some criminals, let's do it. And then I'm not sure it's the same guy, or I guess everyone saw the video. Are you gonna fail again? Is it with a stupid cape? And she's like, no, it represents a time that was forgotten. And he said, thank you. I'm glad. Maybe some part of me that I wanted Violet to get into that fight because the show's about her. Well, actually, no. Actually, I'm mistaken. The show is about Ultraviolet and Black Scorpion, so it's about both of them. So, what I'm trying to say is, I don't mind too much of Violet not being in this fight, even though it would be pretty cool to see that she wanted to get Black Scorpion to get into the limelight again, kind of be El Bravo again, and say that he still got it. And she's like, yeah, beat him up, like, yeah, you can do it. And she's being supportive. I love it. And then he even does like a cape swoosh, and she does one. And it's like, yeah, we did it. Because they were like robbing a bank or something. It was like an ATM thing. And even Violet said, like, unleash the cape. And was that the end of the fight? So I kind of rushed through the fight. But so yeah, Black Scorpion did like a couple cool moves, and Ultraviolet was basically cheering him, and that was pretty cool. what's the next scene? Oh, basically when I'm pretty sure they called the cops. It was like off screen, but like all the bad guys are down. They start walking off, and then Black Squirrel opens up like, yeah, wearing the cape was a lot to do with the breakup, and this everything to do with Cascada, and hopefully this is the last time she does this. But she said, "I am so sorry, I told you. I think I'm regretting it," and he's like, "Don't. You did the right thing, even though it's kind of hard on me. You did the right thing." And I guess me breaking up with her, I guess I was still kind of in shock and kind of in denial, and Kate brought good memories. It was kind of like a comfort, or like, it was comfort, and basically, like and like, I'm sorry you had to put the cape away, because he's like, I'm ready to move on. But he said, "Oh, I guess we're not gonna be fully done," because I guess he kind of want to jump from building to building wearing the capes. I love that. And so they're jumping from building to building, and they're kind of working together. I love it. And they're together to the end. Your uncle and niece, partners. I love it. Crime fighting partners. And that's the end of the episode. 90%. Again, we've been hitting fantastic after fantastic. Again, not perfect. Again, Louis throwing the pen and Vaz comments on the eggs. It just stuck with me. I didn't really like it. I didn't like it. But yeah, 90%. This was a fantastic episode. So in the comments below, do you agree, disagree? Do you rank it higher, lower? And your predictions for the finale? The season/series finale is going to be tomorrow. And this one I want to say here is that tonight I am going to upload a mini review for the season/series finale. So, and again, it'll be like it'll be up to like a minute long. It might be kind of shorter, but that's like the max, like the YouTube Shorts like allows or something. I mean, unless they changed it, but I'm pretty sure they didn't. So it's gonna be like a minute long. So that's what I'm gonna be doing tonight. But what I'm also gonna be doing tonight is I'm not sure it's gonna be a long video. It might be, but it's gonna be like a yearly video, and basically how to do like monthly videos. It's gonna be a yearly one for 2023. Since I'm gonna be going on a trip on Saturday. Oh yeah, but I should put, well, no, well, I'll say tonight and I'll say tomorrow also, but the next time you'll be seeing me after tomorrow, it's gonna be back in my dorm room. Like, right? Yeah, because that definitely like the day or morning. Because we're gonna be flying, so the time distance is gonna be all out of whack and stuff like that. So I'm not sure like what time I'm coming, and even though I wouldn't say anything because private, but I want to say, okay, so I'll be back in my dorm and stuff, and I'll also do a channel update for like what was it called, for like the times, because I'm gonna have different classes and they'll be on different days. So the days I don't have classes, unless I'm working on project or something, I mentioned this before, is when I will do my reviews and stuff and my updates and stuff. So yes, I'm gonna be doing a yearly update. I'm gonna record tonight and I will upload it. I said like it will show like premiere and it'll upload. Ooh, it would be kind of fun that I will upload it midnight, like New Year's and stuff. So I think that'd be pretty fun. So hopefully you guys will check it out. Like, if you're kind of interested in what I plan for the new year. So I guess it'd be kind of similar to a monthly update, but for 2023, like in general stuff. Yeah. So yeah. So I'm planning to record that tonight, and that should upload midnight New Year. So basically January 1st, like on the dot. Like Unless your internet's kind of slow, then it might say like, oh, it's like a minute after or something. So yeah, and tomorrow I am going to pre-record the monthly update for January, and that'll also be uploaded on January, but not midnight. It'll be like later in the afternoon. So one, you guys can celebrate New Year's. Two, it will be time to digest that video and stuff. And three, also like some um breathing room for like myself, because I want to also watch my video that I've recorded also and stuff. So I I had some good points that like maybe like 3 o'clock in the afternoon or something, maybe five, who knows. But so hopefully everything goes according to plan. And yeah. So everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to check out my community posts and my mini reviews and stuff. Again, one's coming tonight. And let's see. Oh, once again, thank you so much for 115 subscriber. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate all you guys so much. Like, it really means a lot to me. And I guess happy pre-New Year. It's coming soon. So yeah. Yeah, oh, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Well, I'll see you guys, I guess, kind of tonight for my mini review on the season/series finale, season 1/series finale on Ultraviolet and Black Scorpion, season 1, episode 16, called Ultraviolet versus Black Scorpion. And yeah, and I'll have the full review with the full episode. You get to see all the images. If the copyright doesn't bug me or anything, so fingers crossed. Hopefully everything will go well. But yeah, you get to see all the images and maybe play 3 clips. But I usually like to stick with 2, like just in case. I like to stick with 2. But yeah, so that's gonna be pretty exciting. And I'll see you guys tonight and tomorrow for the full episode for that. Okay. Bye.